Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see. Can people see us? Let's see if we can get any response from chat. Chris is trying to get some internet things figured out. Thank you, CW Rogers, and hi, good evening. Nice to see you again. Okay. Oh, I gotta change my background. That's something I forgot to do. Because Mike Wazowski and Roz and Sully are not who I want tonight. Let me add an image. This is the, nope, that's the wrong one. D&D. What kind of magic spell to use? Where's the Theros map that I have downloaded? I thought it would be here, but I guess it's not. So let's use this one.
Double feature for CW Rogers.
You watched the whole last stream this after. Oh wow, yeah. Mad props. Does this not work? Where is this thing showing up? Oh, nope, wait, that's the wrong one. Let me get rid of some of these virtual backgrounds. Maybe that's the issue. Yeah, CW Rogers was in my stream last night, streaming some magic. What the heck? Okay, why is this not working? Add image. Does this one work?
I think I got mine stable, but I'm not going to be able to view the Twitch, just to let you know.
Okay. Chris, what network are you on? I might be on a different network then. I'm on the 5G right now.
I'm on the Vault No More, but it's just being funky for some reason.
Yeah, that's the one that I was having trouble with also on the last few streams where I disconnected.
Usually mine is fine, but today's just being funky.
Okay.
Actually.
So I am, sorry, just getting this. I'm now very determined to get the correct background. It's possible that it was just too large of a file. Zoom. Choose virtual background. Add. All right. There we go. Now I have the Guardians of Meletus behind me. So when Jamil gets back, I'm going, well, I guess we can start having people introduce themselves. Actually, you know what? Yes, we're going to do that. So, like last time, Cristina, you weren't here, of course, so you might not know my routines that I want to do. The first thing I'm going to have you do is have each person roll initiative, and based off of that, I may, basically I'll have you do the introduction stuff.
Okay.
So let me get a text thing.
I rolled a 2.
Oh,
I rolled a 12.
What are we
Mine
doing?
is 1. 11.
John, Christina's 12.
I actually rolled a natural 1 on initiative, so.
Boo. Okay, I'm gonna have you be last then. Jamil?
Sorry, I was off screen. What are we rolling?
Rolling for rolling initiative to begin introductions.
Okay.
Chris?
A 6.
Okay. Cannon?
An 11.
11. Okay.
4.
Hey.
And then, oops. Well, as long as I have the order here, so 12. Cannon was 11. Okay, so yay, that means Christina's in the hot seat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you introduce yourselves, especially you, Cristina, because you're first time on the stream, and just say hi, who you are, your name, your pronouns, and then the question of the day that I'm going to have you answer both as yourself and in character. So think about what your answer would be and what your character's answer would be. So the question for today is, how do you feel about road trips or vacations? So first things, just say hi, introduce yourself, your name and your pronouns, and then your character and answer the questions. So that was a lot at once. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm Cristina. I am she, her. Do you want me to say my character's information now, or did you want that to be introduced?
You can say your character's name and pronouns now.
Okay. So my character's name is Jayna, and it's she, her. And I, Cristina, love road trips. I do them yearly. Jayna depends on the type of road trip.
Fair enough. And let's move on to Cannon.
Hi, my name is Cannon. My pronouns are he, she, they, them, whatever. I have no
Cannon, can you speak up a little bit if that's okay?
Yeah.
You might want to turn up your mic volume again.
Yeah, let me turn it up. Is that better?
A little bit more.
More? How about there?
Perfect.
Better?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. My pronouns are whatever. I personally hate road trips. My character's name is Alistair, and I think he would probably like road trips, actually, because he's always up for an adventure and helping people.
Nice. Never mind. I was going to ask another follow-up question, but don't need to.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, next up in order, we would have Chris.
My name is Chris. I have no pronouns, so just use whatever you want. My character's pronouns are he, and then road trips. Is that what
Yes.
the question is? Okay. Gosh. If I'm not the one driving and I have a flask, a road trip has been very fun. But if I am driving, there's been multiple road trips I've cried on. So maybe. And then I also usually get motion sickness, so definitely no for that. My character loves road trips.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Before we move on to the next one, CW Rogers is speculating about the origins of some of your character names. So I know for Cristina, her character has not been introduced yet, so we might not want to get too much into it, but the speculation is if Jayna is named after Jayna Proudmoore, and wondering if Alistair is named after the character from Dragon Age, and of course
He is.
He is?
Yes.
Oh, okay, there we go. And Kopaka, Rogers knows, is clearly named for the best Toa. And you may have noticed, actually, that the two people, so Cristina, spoilers, because, by the way, so I'm going to say some things. Cristina, because her character does not know what the rest of the party has done or who they are, what happened last episode, there are some things I'm going to say somewhat cryptically, or just say, hey, Cristina, headphones, mute yourself for the second, just so you know that I'm about to disclose spoiled information. So, Cristina, this is one of those moments, and I will tap my ears when you're good again.
Okay.
So, at the wedding last episode, the two people getting married, there was a human man named George, and there was a Leonin man named Lua, who is also named after a Toa. All right. Cristina, you're good, and then okay, we're good. Jamil, you're up next.
Hi, my name is Jamil. Pronouns are he, him. My character is Michiru. I personally love road trips. I go on them at least twice a year. And my character likes exploration, doesn't necessarily like company.
Gotcha. Interesting. Okay. And then last but not least, Jonathan.
Hi, my name's Jonathan. My pronouns are he, him as well. As far as road trips go, I've gone on a few already this year. I was supposed to go on more. I like them. I prefer flying. As far as Kopaka goes, who's a Leonin, he just went on a giant road trip actually to get to the wedding. So this will probably help get him closer to where he came from. I like what Jamil said though. I'm not sure if company will be the best thing.
Gotcha.
He's a little more secluded and private. And then to what CW Rogers said, I actually disagree that Kopaka is the best. My favorite is Gali, but that name did not work at all for a Leonin.
Gali's the water Toa?
Yeah, the one female of the original 6.
My bionicle knowledge has not advanced well past the year 2002, so I'm proud of myself for remembering that. Okay, so real quick before we jump into the adventure further, I'm going to have someone summarize the last session, and feel free to look at my written summary in the Discord for that. But obviously, Cristina, this is going to be spoiler full for a moment about the events of the last episode, last week's session. Any
take off.
Yeah, go ahead and take them off or mute them or whatever, unless you're neutral to it. Any volunteers for the class reading?
Yeah, I'll do it. But
Okay.
do you want me to just read it or just try to retell you and you see what I get wrong?
Up to you.
Okay, I'll try to read it with session summaries. Where is that at? I know that's somewhere in here. Okay, so there was a wedding. The wedding was between George and Liwa. Most of the guests, I don't know how to say this word, is Malatians?
Meletians. So of the polis, the big city of Meletis, which you can kind of see in the background of both the overall stream and as well as my background, has the statues of the guardians of Meletis.
The rich, bougie polis. Is that the best way
It's inspired by Athens, so it's arts and knowledge and academies and order and structure.
Okay.
So, lots of trade going on. It's right next on the sea.
So that's where we start at, this very nice wedding. Alistar, who is Alistar, raise your hand. He is the best man and Minotaur of
I'm going to pause you real quick. Thank you so much, Garrett Lee W, for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Oh, and B-Rye, thank you so much for raiding with a party of 9. Oh my gosh. Let's get some hype in the chat. Yo.
Hi,
Yo, we
Brian.
already have multiple emotes here. This is so cool. Oh wait, I can't use this emote. I didn't even notice that till, yeah, more D&D. Y'all are here just in time. We were actually just giving a summary of what happened in the last session. This is episode 2.
Yeah, so our last session we had a giant wedding. Cannon, raise your hand, his character's Alistar was the best man.
Pause again real quick. Chris, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to explain that. So last week, Cristina, who you can see is Jayna below me on the, if you're watching on the stream, she's not listening right now because she was not there last week. She is joining in this session, but her character does not know what happened last time, so she's not getting any of this information.
Yes.
So that's why she's looking to the side and doesn't have her headphones on. But
just and by the way, if anyone wants to add anything, I'm just going to try to skim through it. But basically, giant wedding. Cannon was best man. Michiru, raise your hand, is a famous drag queen in the world of Theros and was doing an amazing drag performance. My character's name was Ched, who is a satyr frat boy who got drunk and shit in a closet.
Yes.
So that's about all I did. And then Ampharite, is that how I say it, Jonathan? Oh,
Ampharite's
Jonathan's coming with his intro with the cutest dog in the world.
Ampharite is Mishiru's drag persona that they are using.
Oh.
But also it might be good to include the races or species of the characters you're describing.
Ampharite, what is your race? Human?
Oh, it's Michiru is a male Triton. Ampharite is the drag persona.
Sorry, it was not. I couldn't find it.
The Triton is like the mermaid.
Yes. It's the merfolk.
Doing my best. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, babe.
Okay, so while we watch Ampharite, a Leonin named Kopaka, who that is Jonathan's character.
Yes, that is me.
Wearily joins the crowd and discusses Yagos, because basically in this world, instead of Jaeger bombs, we've called them Yagos. I kept calling them Jaeger bombs because I don't like making up words. Where are we at now? Oh my god, we are still in the second paragraph. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through this as fast as possible. And then we basically have toast. Cake comes out. Oh my god, there's gorgeous cake, but because I was pooping in a closet and everyone else is busy, none of us ate cake, and all of the guests who ate cake passed out. It was poisoned. Do you want to do a quick recap after this, Kyle? Because I feel like I'm going to mess it up.
Popcorn to Jonathan.
I can do it. So yeah, in addition to that, Kopaka had a Liwa is also a Leonin. I was the only other Leonin there. There is a history between the two of them, which has not been fully explored yet, because everyone passed out because they ate the cake. We tried figuring out what was going on to pretty much no avail. Like Ched was just violently defecating in the closet, so not much help there. The other of us kind of just looked around anxiously, trying to help people until the maid of honor, whose name eludes me, Alia, we managed to get her help. She communicated with one of the gods, and a lot of leaves fell on the ground, basically forming a map of Theros, pointing us in our quest direction. And along with the leaves, tied a little leaf horn onto Ched, who I am assuming will be carrying the quest details along with him on this trip. Yeah, there's a 3-petaled magic flower growing out of his head around a horn. One is crimson, one is gold, and one is deep green. So the rest of us have decided that we are going to work together to figure out what's going on. Me to save Liwa, Alistair to save George, and Michiru to get paid, and Ched because of the flower.
Awesome. Yes. So, sorry, I'm trying to pull up something else real quick while I do that. Did you mention where you think the destination is of where the map leads?
Yes, we think that the map was pointing us at the Minotaur homeland.
All right. And give me one more second. Sorry, I'm just making sure I have all my resources open as we jump into today's session. So, I feel bad for Cristina. Cristina. We're good. Hi, we're done giving the summary of last session. We are going to pick up now from where they were. So I don't know if you want to like take a quick break or something, like, because it'll be a second until they encounter you.
I think I'm okay listening to just starting from this bit.
Okay, cool. So
it does look like you're doing the Macarena though a little bit when you're telling me to put it on. Just like
fun fact: at a talent show in middle school, I did the Macarena while jumping on a pogo stick, and I did other dances of that kind. Like I did the Soulja Boy, I did Cotton Eye Joe. That's my fun fact for the day. But alrighty,
that's
so
awesome.
When we last left off, we are okay. You were in Melitus. You had just left the courtyard where the event was taking place, and I believe you all retreated to respective bed quarters, but I don't know. Is that true, or were you just like about to walk out of the place?
No, we literally are just walking out of the gates now.
Okay, cool. So for the sake of the audience and the actual members of the party, I think it's okay to not censor things from here on out because a lot of the little details might not be present. So basically, don't. Christina's listening. We're accepting that from now on. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. So by the time you step outside, it is about 5 p.m. And you remember that the last thing, or one of the last requests Talia had made as you all were planning, was to maybe locate some other healers or medical staff that could assist her in making sure everyone would be okay. So
Right. I'm not from here, so I'm going to look over to Alistair, who has been kind of leading this entire thing. He's a foreboding and imposing minotaur who was the best man.
I will make my way to the nearest apothecary and see if I can send people to the wedding party to assist Talia.
Okay.
I'll follow along and ask where we're going.
Thank you so much for the follow. Is that Ilima or is that Limo 2 L's like Yima? By the way, welcome. Thank you for the follow. All right, so the through the plaza, you're able to see an apothecary shop. Where are Mishiru and Ched?
So we were leaving the wedding, and then they're just going off. Do they tell us where they're going, or they just walk off?
I believe you all stepped out of the building together, but
I'm following Alistair and asking where he's going. Like, where are we going? Where are we going?
We're going to the apothecary. The other two are welcome to join us, although you should probably stay and help the satyr sober up.
So I went behind the building and started peeing because I'm still had so much wine in me. And I should talk to my bro voice. Yeah, bro. So I just need to take a whiz before we go, but like I totally have you guys back and can totally play some songs to like help us like collect each other's thoughts on this journey.
I'll go with you guys. I'm not staying here.
So you walk. The sun is not quite setting, but it is early evening. You approach what Alistair knows to be an apothecary, and is greeted by a jolly voice. Why, hello! Welcome, welcome. There's a short human man behind the counter, and on the walls you can see different vials, and the shop is rather small, but there are some trinkets and herbs and vials lining the place. Hello, what can I do for you?
Evening, good sir. We're in urgent need of a doctor.
Oh,
do you
no.
happen to know where one is?
I mean, I could help depending on how quickly I can attend to this. Otherwise, I have my assistant in the back. You can go and fetch more help from the nearby ward.
I think you're going to need all the help we can get. We've
The
just come
entire
from a
wedding venue has been taken over by poison.
What?
What he said.
Oh, goodness, what kind of poison?
We don't know. That's what we got you.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know how much I could help without knowing what it is, but let me go in the back and grab my assistant. So the apothecary, is the apothecary also the noun for the person who runs it?
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure. The apothecary runs, kind of quickly waddles to the back to an area that you all cannot see, and you can hear jibber jabbering coming from the back room. It sounds a bit frantic. And he comes back. He starts to come back and approach, unless anyone wants to do anything while he's out of your shot.
I'm not going to touch anything because this is literally bull in a china shop. So I'm just going to stand perfectly still.
Fair. All right.
I'm going to see if there's any potions of healing around.
All right. Can you make a medicine check to see if you would recognize potion of healing?
12.
12. Yes, you can even see that they are mostly labeled.
Oh,
And
perfect.
there are some directly on the wall to your left. They are basic potions of healing. There's about 2 rows of 5 each.
I'd just like to snag one if I can while someone's and hide it from everyone else.
All right, make a stealth check. Actually, wait. Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand.
Can I take 3?
You're all stealing from the doctor?
I will ask you also to make a sleight of hand check.
Okay, I rolled an 18.
All right, you do it without alerting Alistair or the man in the back.
20.
Okay.
Oh.
You said 20.
Yes.
You successfully snagged 3 of them, and
All right.
neither Mishiru nor Kopaka notices the other one taking any of these.
Surrounded by thieves.
You don't know that.
Clearly.
The
You didn't.
apothecary-
I know
You
that.
didn't see
My character doesn't know
anything.
that.
The apothecary comes back hurriedly. Okay, so in about give us a few minutes, but and you see a Triton run out of the back, out like through some sort of back room in a rush, like holding some sort of bag, and the apothecary continues. Okay, so we're going to go try to get some more help. You said it was in a wedding venue?
Correct. Just a couple blocks from here.
Oh, is it that court over on the corner that way?
Yes, that's the one.
All right, great.
Sorry.
So hopefully we'll be able to get some help over there soon. Is there anyone securing the scene?
There's a woman there named Talia. Speak to her. She'll have more information for you.
All right.
And the satyr, but don't bother with him.
Oh, what is the satyr doing?
You don't want to know.
He's recovering.
Yeah,
Okay.
recovering.
He did not eat the. He did not eat the cake. He does not need your heal.
The
your
cake?
healing.
What's the cake have to do with this?
The
It's
cake
what
was
poisoned
poison.
everybody. Just get there. Go.
Oh no. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna lock up the shop in a second. Let me grab some things. So, the apothecary runs back to the back room to collect his belongings before locking up the shop.
Can I drunkenly stumble in at this moment?
All right.
Oh God. Oh God.
Sup, bros? Had a giant piss. How's it going?
Oh God. I'm gonna step outside.
All right.
We need his head.
Well, at least
attached
you're
to his
okay.
body.
Yeah, we do need the head. Is your flower doing anything?
Oh, it's like really itching, and I like have this massive itch. Would you mind itching it?
Roll a perception check, Chris. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Ched.
20.
All right. Yeah, it might be itching a little bit. You've tried yanking on it already, and it wasn't really budging.
Am
do
I
we think
allowed?
do we think there's any anti-itch cream that's here in the apothecary while we've got it to ourselves?
I would love some anti-itch cream, also some hemorrhoid cream.
Oh my god. Okay.
Too real.
Oops. I think I just shrank. Where did the? He's still here. Okay, good.
This is, by the way, not my humor. Is
So
hemorrhoid.
John, Kopaka, check for anti-itch cream. Ched, look for hemorrhoid cream. You both need to make medicine checks.
Okay, I rolled a 9.
All right.
17.
All right. Kopaka, you don't see anything that literally is labeled anti-itch cream. So you don't really notice. You can't say for sure that if there's any here. At least nothing in arm's reach. Ched, on the other hand, is rather familiar with the necessary remnants for hemorrhoids, and notices some sprigs of enchanted, like it's a mix of certain berries and trimmings that are usually given as a cure for hemorrhoids, and it is on the wall to Ched's right.
Perfect.
Scotty, that's great. Ched, would you like to try to swipe it? Or are you just going to grab it, like, straight up?
I'm gonna grab it straight up.
Okay. At this moment, the apothecary comes back to the front. Oh, I'm sorry, we're not taking any new customers right now. But if it's really urgent, if your hemorrhoids are that bad, I think you could just take it Yeah. Just I need
Do you
everyone to
think
get
this
out.
would also work for my itch on my horns?
What? No, not really. But I need everyone to get out. I've got a very urgent medical matter.
Hey guys, let's get out. I'll
Alright.
shuffle everyone out. Is
I
Chet
don't-
still matted? Is the fur still matted from the defecating?
It is now dried and matted.
Ugh.
Is it smelling?
Make a perception check.
It's gotta be
Actually,
smelling.
what was your passive perception?
Well, I rolled a 21.
Okay,
My
yes.
passive, okay. So it's still smelling?
Yes, with your cat nose or your lean-in nostrils, you definitely pick up a very pungent odor that can be traced back to Ched's rear.
While we're dealing with the people in the at the wedding, would you be able to wash your fur?
Are we all gonna take a bath together?
I don't want to get in any water that you've been in, at least until you've had a bath first.
I think I need a cold shower. I usually do it when I'm a bit hungover and I'm starting to feel a little bit woozy. I'm totes down to take a shower.
The apothecary is shoving you gently, making sure you're all out of the door as Chet has paused walking to finish the conversation. And the apothecary quickly locks the door behind him and starts heading off in the direction of the courtyard.
I'm down to follow him, but before I do that, I want to make sure that Chet is going to be getting a bath.
Sure, I'll go with Michiru.
So you're all out. They're all outside now. We're all.
Yeah, we're all outside.
Everyone is outside the
all
apothecary shop.
outside. Okay, so game plan. I highly suggest everyone go home, get some rest, get some food, and starting immediately tomorrow morning, we'll make our way to wherever it says. Where did the map say to go? To Akros? Did it say to go actually to Akros?
So
Or is
it
area around
pointed to an area just to the east of Akros, along a mountain range.
Okay.
I will show you the exact spot in a bit, but you, based on your experience with traveling to and from that area, know that the first step would be to head north out of Meletus.
Yeah. So first thing tomorrow morning, we'll all head north, and someone bathe the satyr, please.
Do we have that kind of time? Do we need to? Can we wait until tomorrow? Do we think?
If
Okay,
you're
we
brave
should be
enough
getting
to
going now. I
venture-
have nowhere to stay.
we can all go to my place.
Hold on.
Sorry, I was trying to click on Twitch and it accidentally started making weird noises.
I was
All
wondering where
good.
that came from. Okay.
Okay.
If I can stay at your place, that's great. I just want to make sure that he can get a bath before we go anywhere.
Agreed. The only reason I recommended resting is I depleted all of my magic trying to save people at the wedding. So we can depart now if you want, but we won't have any of my magic to support us.
I just was very concerned for your friends and their lives.
I am as
But if
well,
we-
but I'm
if we
also
think
concerned
we
for our
can-
lives.
Do you have horses for all of us, or mounts that we can all ride?
Horses?
Mounts.
I'm just down to have like a little nap.
All right, let's go to Alistair's house.
Yes.
Michiru, as you were invited to the wedding as an esteemed performing guest, you would have access to a room in an inn if you would like.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Where shall we meet? I am not sleeping with Smelly Pants over there.
I assume the satyr has his own lodging. The satyr wasn't invited.
I have a few like fraternity bros I could crash with.
Don't you live with your family?
I live in a frat house, thank you. It's one of the top frats in Theros.
Isn't it also, it's like 5 p.m., right? If we left now, we'd be traveling in the middle of the night.
Yes,
That's not
correct.
bad.
Yeah.
The
We should
sun
leave.
is nearly set.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
let's,
say
yes.
at
let's head
dawn,
back. I think that I'm most concerned about the satyr not being able to wake up in the morning, given their current state. Where do you live, satyr?
Wherever the wind takes me.
Jesus Christ.
On our way back,
Goodness.
Alistair, I'd say we should drop him off so we know where he's sleeping, so we can get him in the morning.
Agreed. So
Okay,
we'll meet
well,
back here at dawn. We'll pick up the satyr.
As you walk towards Alistair's lodging on the west side, you pass by an open bath, like a bathhouse.
Can we just throw him in there?
Yeah, I don't even want to go in. I just want to push him inside.
Yeah, we'll let
And
the
wait.
cleaning staff deal with it. So we're gonna pop inside of the bathhouse. we're gonna throw the satyr in the nearest bath, and then I'm gonna
Please
give a
make
few coins.
a
to get into it.
general strength check, and
Strength?
then Ched, are you resisting the push?
Not at all.
Okay.
I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 15.
Together, you two are able to push Ched into the bath, and he lands with a splash and kind of runs into another minotaur who is sitting there serenely.
Sounds
Or
like a good
was serene
afternoon.
until, don't touch me.
Alrighty.
My
All right. Rub it up, dub.
Yep. Should we leave him here? I feel like he's not sober enough that we're gonna lose him.
Yeah, I think we should wait. I walk him back because I don't know where he's going to go, and I'm nervous that he'll wander off.
Ched,
in the
what
morning.
was your reaction to landing in the bath and running and hitting the person?
At this point, it felt like I just made a new friend. I always run into people and make new friends, so I'm just hoping we can like be friends while we bathe together, like total bros.
All right.
Wonderful.
I'm outside.
Is there a bathing check I should make or anything?
Are you actively trying to bathe, or are you just sitting there? Like,
Well-
describe to me what you're doing. Like, fill in our imaginations.
Well, basically I get into the tub and it feels pretty relaxing, and then I just kind of lie in it slowly. Occasionally I accidentally fall asleep and my face starts to hit the water and I start drowning, and then I wake up again and then I start sleeping and then drowning.
So he's not cleaning himself. So this was all for nothing.
Ched, so from outside, can I yell inside? Can you hear me?
If you, yeah, well, you can realize that they're kind of just standing there. You can come closer inward, but you can shout if you want.
Ched, you realize if you bathe yourself, the flower might fall off because of the hot water hitting it.
I quickly start scrubbing my entire body.
All right.
Brilliant.
Very good. We'll say that works, and little pieces of dirty water start to emerge from around you, and meaning that you yourself are becoming a little bit cleansed.
It's like a baptism all over again.
It is. Okay.
At this point, the minotaur that you had bumped into in the water has shifted very many feet away from you.
Gross.
Okay, I leave the tubs and start to hang out with my best friends again.
I'm gonna assume he's clean enough, so I'm gonna grab him and pull him out of the bath, and we're just gonna take him back to my place. He can sleep in the courtyard.
All right.
This has happened in real life.
As you're walking by, Ched continues to drip water as you walk down the path.
All right. Let's show up to Alistair's.
Yep.
And I'm just going to quickly put myself up and try to just curl up and take a little nap.
All right.
And what's left of a
Alistair's
sunbeam.
abode is a rather simple place, but nothing too fancy. There's only one guest bed and a small living area, common area. So Chris is not on the call for a second, so I'll have to wait and see.
I go back to my inn.
Yes. So Mishiru, you'll be at the inn where you're met with many great accommodations. You're going to have
This life of luxury. It's so
Yes.
nice.
The inn has a private bath if you would like to become submerged, or
Oh, absolutely. I miss the water. I need a
can't.
good deep
I really
soak.
can't.
Mhm. And it washes off all your remaining makeup from your drag performance. Alistair, do you want to mention any belongings that might be in your house that are of note?
Any belongings that would be in my house?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're giving
you
me a
just-
little
you
Let
can-
it
tour.
seen,
Well, you got to grab equipment too.
Any
Oh yeah, I mean,
decorations
I
you
mostly
have?
wanted to come back here to grab my armor and my weapons. I don't really own that many things because most of my money and possessions came from being in the military. So I live a fairly simple life with fairly simple things. So it's fairly standard stuff.
Do you have any food or bread that I could have before going to bed?
Sure.
Cake.
I have some rations. No cake. No cake.
So you grab some.
After today, I don't need to see any cake for a while.
You have some cupboards with extra rations.
Yeah.
So you can fully. During this time, you can also maybe think about how many you want to grab with you and put in your bag for coming days.
Let's see.
I'll say that you have storage of about 15 rations in your kitchen currently, and you just gave one to Kopaka, bringing down to 14.
Okay. I will take another 10.
Could I take a few more for the road? I'm looking
Sure.
and I realize I don't have any.
Yeah. How many do you need?
Say 4, so I'll have 5 total. If we're going to be leaving for a while, it's not like you're going to be
Ched reemerges from Alistair's bathroom.
Sorry, I really had to pee.
Was that in character or out of character or both?
You know what? Even You're
I love that you have to ask.
You're now in Alistair's place.
Whoa! I'm slowly sobering up. Where am I? I just had a giant piss. This place, I really love the aesthetic.
Can you go to bed now? It's been a long day with you, and we have a lot more time we're going to be spending with you.
So there's Alistair's bed. There is one smaller guest bed, and then there is a reasonably sized couch.
I go fumble on the couch and pass out.
Brilliant. And I'll go to my bed and sleep.
I will do the same in the guest bed.
All right.
You're not gonna cuddle up with Alistar?
No, none of that.
I didn't check this. I realize I probably should have. Do any of you know if your races require more or less sleep?
Oh, I don't know.
I know, like, because there aren't elves, but I wonder.
Minotaur requires a standard amount of sleep, so
Okay.
I sleep as much as a human.
Yeah.
Where does it say that?
It'd probably be under race details or something. Revenger, thank you so much for the follow.
I don't know where to find this. It's in the book, right?
I think. Let me look real quick. So features and traits, racial traits.
I mean,
It's
mine
not
doesn't say
really.
anything about sleeping.
Okay, I'll just presume that you all have the
Yeah.
standard amount
Well,
of.
Yeah, it
Um,
doesn't say anything about sleeping.
Well, Alistar, how much rest do you need to recover your healing? Because that will affect it. Like I would need a long rest if I had used my fog cloud.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're going to be
well,
getting up at what,
Going to
daybreak?
sleep, everyone's
need a
going to
long
have a
rest.
long rest. So
Oh,
fully
okay.
restored
Oh,
HP,
it just
fully
says when you
restored
take a
abilities.
long rest, you must spend at least 6 hours in inactive, motionless state rather than
Okay.
sleeping.
Oh, okay. Good to know. So you might wake up slightly earlier.
Oh, this is really interesting. In this state, you appear inert, but you are not unconscious. You see and hear as normal. Interesting.
Oh, interesting. So you're on the couch in the living quarters in your comatose aware state. And,
Maybe this is why he drinks.
This is why he drinks so he can
and
sleep.
around what would
He's
be the
self-medicating.
equivalent of like 6:30 a.m. From the window you can see the sun rising. And
Can
you,
I
at this
wake
point, are
everyone
fully
up
conscious.
by starting just going through it's Alistair. Wait, who is Cannon's character's name again?
Alistair.
Alistair. Yeah.
Yeah, can I just start going through his kitchen and start making pancakes for everyone in the morning?
Yes.
Sure.
Can you make? Are you trying to be quiet at all?
Yes.
Make a stealth check, please.
Hit her.
5.
Oh,
Okay, so going through the drawers, you drop a giant plate on the floor, and it shatters. The ceramic going multiple directions, and there's clanging of metal utensils and supplies hitting the floor. And Kopaka and Alistair, what are your passive perceptions again?
Minus 12.
My passive perception is 13.
Okay, this wakes you both up.
At what time?
It's around 6:30 a.m., 6:45 a.m. The sun is just beginning to rise.
All
That's
right,
what
I'm
I'm
going
trying
to
to
immediately
wake up.
grab my hand axes and walk out to the kitchen.
Okay.
Then-
Gross.
I'm gonna put on all of my armor and gather all of my weapons and head to the kitchen and see what's going on.
Ched, you attempted to start up the stovetop or equivalent of that. Is that, or I guess there'd be more like a fire stone oven.
Yes.
Can you make a, let's see, what? Make a survival check. Because that'd be like camping conditions, starting a fire, making sure you're doing it safely.
19.
All right, yeah. So you successfully light the flame and everything.
Hey bros, I'm sorry. I just like really was appreciative of you guys for everything last night and thought that I would make us some like you know, some pancakes before our beautiful expiration so we can bond.
Well, maybe you are useful after all. I'll sit down and have some.
All right.
Yeah, I'd like to take a bite as well. Are the pancakes any good?
They're pretty great. They're like boxed, but you know, mixed, but they do their job.
All right.
Yes.
I'll pour some syrup on and take a bite.
So you use some of the remaining, gosh, what, like
Rations?
the nectar that was in Alistair's cupboards as a sweetener, etc., etc.
Honey that I had. So let's finish eating and go and meet.
The
If
dragon.
we get any breakfast boosts by having a good meal in the morning.
You are well fed and your spirits are high, and Ched, I will award you an inspiration point.
Hey, that's something.
I just thought it would be a fun way to actually bond with people. Otherwise, they would all hate me this entire trip. And
No, that is in character. That is good, and so make sure you mark adding an inspiration point on your character sheet, which means that if you have a role you don't like, you have the option to use your inspiration.
Do what you will.
bonus.
Okay.
All right, let's head back to the bath where we can meet Michiru and make our way out of the city.
All right, Michiru had a wonderful night's sleep in a fancy inn. Michiru, any morning ritual things you want to make sure you do as you pack up your belongings?
I typically like to go in disguise, so I just throw like a peasant's robe on me. I'm trying to see if I thought I had one in my inventory.
So
But I don't.
something
Will we
along the lines of
recognize?
common clothes in this case.
Yeah, just common clothes. Like
Okay.
I like to blend in when I'm
Yes.
not. I try not to call attention to myself when not needed.
Perfect.
Will we recognize Michiru because we last saw her as Ampharite?
Most
Ampharite.
likely not, but you might. It'll depend on a perception check unless Michiru introduces themselves. Like if he says, "Hi, I'm Michiru," because I don't know if
Okay.
you actually formally introduce yourself to the whole entire party outside of your persona.
So do I get there before them or?
Well,
After that.
as you exit your room, you're greeted by some inn staff. They say, "Welcome. Please feel free, to sit in the lobby, or you make your way out as you see fit." And if
I'd
you
like
walk
to
away
have
into the lobby,
breakfast.
you see just some kind of fancy stuff around. Nothing too amazing, just some nice vases as decoration in the lobby.
Is there a place to eat breakfast in this inn?
Unfortunately, no, but there's a nice little place that serves up some breakfast pastries next door.
Okay, so I'll go over next door and
Okay.
get some breakfast. I need some food.
It is an unremarkable stall that does not fit the description they talked up, and they hand you some yummy breakfast biscuits at the cost of 2 copper pieces.
Okay, and I pay it.
Okay. And you're now in the main plaza where you all had been congregating.
Is there a fountain? I'd like to be by the fountain.
There is a fountain in the middle, yes.
Okay, so I
It's
am
got a
sitting by the
statue of
fountain.
Farah in the middle. She's the god of the polis and the patron god of Meletus.
Ugh, this would be better if it was Thalos, but whatever. And then I just put my feet in the water and I wait for everybody else.
Okay. So the crew are walking through the plaza.
I'm keeping an eye out for Ampharite. Do I see who it could be? Would this be a perception check?
Yeah, make a perception check.
20, not a natural 20.
All right, a dirty 20. You see someone who looks like a fish out of water, literally, except their feet are sticking in. It fits the build of Amphitrite, and as you get closer, you realize that the facial structure, the general way that this Triton is carrying themselves, is probably the person you met yesterday, just out of costume.
Excuse me, but are you Amphitrite?
Yes, I thought we set at dawn.
You look a lot different today.
We were a little delayed. The satyr offered to make us breakfast, oddly enough.
Oh, did you bring me anything?
Looks like you're enjoying some yummy biscuits right now.
I do have some additional rations if you need some for the journey. Just let me know.
You're too kind. Thank you. I will let you know if I need them. You can carry them for now.
Okay.
Well, with that, should we set off?
We should make our way to the north gate.
Yes.
Okay. So you make your way out and
Stop.
passing people just going about their daily business, and Alistar is on first name basis with some of the guards posted at the gate, and they gladly let the party through, just with a simple nod, seeing that they're being accompanied by a renowned soldier, or at least someone of esteem. And you make your way out of North Amelitus. So I'm going to, let me, real quick.
We did it. We got out of the city.
Yes. Chris, can you permit me to share my screen with the Zoom call real quick?
There you go.
Cool. Let me share screen real quick. Okay, we're going to have some screenception here. Let's see. Can you all see the map?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
So, where you are now, leaving Melitus, and you're generally heading, let me zoom in. You're heading over here vaguely. Not quite at Akros, but towards the KYLECTRON Mountains, near the end of a tribute of the Data River, through the territory that would be known as, so through the Laguna area and Ferris areas, you're going to be heading generally this way, northeast.
Okay, this is similar to the way that I came, because I believe I came from Akros, which is where I was before.
Okay. I'm going to stop sharing the map now, if I can figure out how. Oh, here we are. Cool. Oh, Cristina disappeared. Oh, there you are. Okay, cool. So,
Have we decided which path we're taking? Might I suggest the river?
I think it's a good idea. I followed the river down to Melitus. I can lead us the way.
The river is probably safer than making our way on foot through the Badlands and the hills. So I agree. Let's take the river.
Okay, so you would have to head straight north over the Four Winds Plateau, up to the Data River. So it would be a bit out of the way, but then you could follow that path. I believe that's where you said you're going, is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
That's the plan.
All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. So as you move further and further from Melitus, you notice the area becoming a little less controlled, civilized. You're passing some farmland, but mostly it's you're approaching what seems to be a decently a bit of what seems to be the opening of the beginning of the plateau, with some ground cover. It's not like completely rocky and barren. As you walk by, you can hear some animals, some birds, and even some smaller creatures. But you notice how much quieter it is than the city was. I'm going to give you all some breathing room if you want to describe how you're approaching things, or just open conversation up with each other while I pull something up.
All right. I am going to be leading the way because I followed the river basically down here, and I know the way down. I know the way back to the Data River, so I'm comfortable leading the way with, I believe, Alistair following close behind.
Yep.
I'm gonna follow behind them, and I'm gonna pull out my lute and start playing music to lift everyone's spirits.
Can you give us an example?
Oh shoot! I was supposed to write lyrics for this thing.
It's okay. You can just.
Wonderwall, baby, you worship the gods and save me.
Do we like this? Do our characters like this music?
You tell me.
I mean, I think you guys are all smiling right now, so yes.
I mean,
I do find it very soothing.
as a
It's ever-
performer, I love music, so.
It's ever so slightly preferable to the silence.
All right.
I might be humming along. We're a very musical people, the Leonin.
I might be doing some handography on the side.
All right. As you approach what seems to be a mix of a naturally worn path as well as some space, looks like it's cleared by people, that's meant to be a walkway up onto the steeper area of the plateau. But currently, sitting at the base of that, you see what appears to be some sort of nymph with orangish red skin.
Not a nymph.
You can tell from a distance.
Oh. Wait, what is it doing?
Right now it is sitting. And it hasn't not looked up at you. It's mostly sitting, looking, let's say it's looking to the left, which would be eastward for the nymph as you are walking towards it, approaching north. It's just looking at some of the rocks, it looks like.
I suggest avoiding it. Nymphs are unruly.
Do they carry valuables with them?
Make a history check, Mishiru.
History. Oh, wait, where is that? Oh, there we go. Here it is. 18.
Okay. You know that usually nymphs do not really wear clothes, therefore do not have pockets, and also do not have much need for possessions, so it's unlikely for it to be carrying anything of value to you.
I don't think this person's worth our time.
Are we able to get around the nymph without it seeing us?
So you've stopped in your tracks. Right now, so make a perception check.
$19.
Okay. So looking around, you can see that there isn't another like well-worn path. You know that if you want to continue heading up towards the river, you're going to need to get to the more elevated area of the plateau. And right now, there's no other paths within sight distance, but you presume that like there's nothing stopping your path from going further west or east. But if you wanted to continue going straight north, this is the closest path that you can see.
Is there a particular reason why we're just stopped?
Yeah,
like,
I think
are nymphs like particularly
saw-
dangerous, or?
I haven't read up on them in this version of D&D.
Well,
but
you could make a history check to see if your character is familiar with nymph
Oh.
behavior, or a nature check maybe. But I think history would be more appropriate here.
history.
I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 8.
Okay. So, Alistair, you don't have a lot of experience with nymphs. Kopaka, you know generally that they tend to serve some sort of purpose and might be attendants of areas or have to do with a certain type of nature. And generally, they're sentient beings that will be reasonable as long as you're not interrupting their goals. or the purpose of any gods that they may serve.
I don't see a reason to avoid her. Just maybe get Ched to stop singing.
Ched, do you notice that the party is stopped? Any reaction? You can see the nymph if you look for it.
Should I do a history check, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
To see what you know about nymphs, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only 11 though.
Okay. You've about the same knowledge that Kopaka does. You've actually had interactions with nymphs. Nothing very noteworthy though, or very long. Just know that they live and let live as long as you're not interrupting them.
Continue singing Wonderwall then.
Okay. As you continue singing, the nymph looks up.
I'd like to slap the hands playing the lute and give it a little shush before we keep going.
A shiver and shush.
Make a general dex roll real quick to see, how smoothly you're able to do this.
Oh, by the way,
7, but I believe Fey folk are my natural enemy.
Fair.
by the way, Cristina and Chris's names are switched.
Yeah, because Cristina went off, the thing shifted. So,
You can also just call me Cristina. Like,
I'll
it's
just shift
fine.
where your names are. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. So Kopaka, what was the result?
I rolled a 7.
Okay. Ched, make a strength saving throw.
A strength saving. Oh, got it.
The left-hand corner.
18.
All right. So Kopaka tries to swipe your loot out of your hand, and Kopaka's hand just kind of, or paw rather, just lands with an abrupt thump on the loot, and Kopaka has to shake off their paw, and it makes a noise.
And I growl at him and say, "No one touches my loot."
We'll just be quiet. Be quiet. We're approaching someone. We don't want to be those people on the trail that are blasting our music.
I stop playing, but I give them a death stare to know that they should never touch my musical instruments.
Greetings. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Apologies for the loud music.
Oh, it's okay. I was just tending to my, my little rocks and such. Do you all have business up on the plateau?
We need to get back to. We need to get to the north. So we're trying to get to the river to guide our way there.
Oh, to the river. Well, it seems like you won't be on the plateau all that long then. Is that correct?
We don't want to be. We'd like to get across as quickly as we can.
You've got quite the ragtag group here. Are you all going the same direction?
Yeah, bruh.
Does that matter to you?
Something seems suspicious about all this.
Suspicious was the wedding that was poisoned down in Miletus.
Wedding? I don't know of what you speak, but I just want to make sure you're going to be treating the plateau with the reverence it deserves.
Maybe you could help us.
We will. What must we do? What must we do to get across as quickly as possible?
Sorry, Ken, can you repeat that?
I was going to say, maybe you could help us. We're looking for some specific reagents that can be used to cure poisons.
I'm not very familiar with the flora around these parts. What are you looking for?
That part I don't remember. What are we looking for?
I do a deception check.
What are you trying to deceive with? Or insight check into the truth of what the nymph is saying, or you
I just want to flirt with a nymph so that hopefully they really like us.
Gotcha. Okay.
Would that be charisma or deception?
Make a charisma check.
I mean, it depends in LA. It could be either.
Wouldn't that be persuasion? No.
Or sorry, I'm gonna say general charisma.
General charisma is 16.
Okay. So please role play what you are attempting.
So, bro, you seem like a really cool nymph dude. I just think that like it's really cool that we met here out of all places, you know?
The nymph starts to pay more attention to Chad. Oh, I'm not sure necessarily everything you're saying, but you seem nice, very friendly. You're with this party? What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to like make friends with them and play Wonderwall and really get them to be my bros. I've always wanted bros around me at all time, you know, bro?
Look at his pretty flowers.
I don't know what you mean by bro, but I appreciate your general friendliness. I guess you can probably just go up on ahead, but I'll be back here. Let me know if anything comes up. I might join you later on the plateau.
Yeah, you should totally join us later. Thanks. Wink.
Is there any fast way to get across this plateau that you know?
Oh my god.
I mostly stay on and around the plateau. I enjoy my time here, so I don't necessarily know the fastest way. You said you were going towards the river. That
we need to
would
get
be
a
roundabout northwest, I would venture. But the plateau is usually shortest if you keep going straight north.
I think we should do that. Just go straight north across the plateau. Get straight to the river. We need to get north. We need to get farther north than the plateau anyway.
Let's do it.
I agree.
Okay. You make your way up the plateau. Can I get a general athletics check from everyone real quick?
Oh god, what is she doing?
Hey, where's the athletics?
That's the
Oh, it's
rectangle in the middle.
24.
17.
15.
20.
All
Nimble
right.
as a cat.
Ooh,
You
look
all,
at speed on athletic.
It's a pretty steep climb up this path, but you make it to the more level area of the plateau, and you can see just going ahead for what looks like at least a mile, just a rocky landscape. But what seems to be in the air about half a mile ahead, maybe, you can see what looks to be large avian figures flying around, attacking another avian figure.
I'm sorry, what is the word avian?
Bird-like.
Bird-like.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry.
I think we should go help the person that's being attacked.
I did not bring the right shoes for this landscape.
Can we do a perception check to see kind of any more information?
Yeah,
that
see
we
if you
don't
can see it a little bit more clearly. Go ahead.
Yeah. Ooh, does anyone else want to do a perception check?
Yeah,
too?
I'd like to do the same thing if we're going to be attacking something.
Oh, I got a 20.
All right.
I got a 21. So there.
As you all are watching, you see what seems to be a decently sized bird fall from the sky to the plateau, and as you're watching, you can see that two harpies seem to have attacked a bird in the sky and have landed on top of it, like they're planning to consume it.
I feel like an idiot. What is a harpies?
They're like nasty bird lady things that kill people and screech.
They have talons.
Yeah, they're really gross.
The chickens
Okay.
have large talons.
What?
Chickens with large talons. That's a harpy. They're gross.
I was just about to pull it
That's
up.
a specific kind of zombie-looking harpy, but yes, they have more or less the face of women. They've got wings and sharp talon claws. Yeah.
All right. Do you still want to save this creature from being eaten? Those
Yes.
two things look pretty scary. All right.
Let's help them.
I'm gonna ready my axes.
As you were you perceived what seemed to be a decisively dead eagle or something like that hit the ground.
Is it
It
dead?
looks pretty dead.
It's
I don't
dead.
think we can
I
help
think
much
we should
here.
just run, bro.
The last thing we want is those attacking us.
Can we? Is there another way we can go? I mean, are they blocking our path north?
Yeah, are they facing the north or are they
They
the other way?
are blocking your path north. looking both east and west, you can just see the plateau extend further and further out. You don't. Yeah, it's basically they're the direction you're heading, going further one direction or the other. You could do, but it'd be out of the way.
I think we should go for a stealth kill, bros.
You want to sneak up and attack them?
I mean, I'm always the first.
Capable of sneaking up on anything, so I'm happy to come in after the party has snuck up and attacked.
I have a decent stealth, but I've also rolled a lot of good rolls, so it'll probably be terrible. But yeah, I'll go and try to stealth. What is it? Let me look at my attacks. Yes, I'm going to use my rapier and try to do a stealth.
Okay, so you are about, I'll say 50 feet. Or actually, you're like 75 feet from the harpies right now as a party.
Do they see us?
Right now, with y'all staying exactly where you are, they are not aware of you.
Do we want to go and attack them? They haven't attacked us yet, and we did tell the nymph that we'd get across as quickly as we can. I feel like engaging anyone in combat might draw her ire.
We could try to like just quickly run away from them.
Mishiru, can you make a history check for me?
Yeah. 17.
All right. You're pretty familiar with harpies from your travels and have definitely seen how vicious they can be. And they're just kind of cruel, corpse-eating creatures. And you know that if they saw you, the harpies would probably attack you.
So I am not a fan of harpies. I would much rather we go straight to the river, where it's nice and cool and refreshing, and we avoid this plateau.
So we climb back down after we just climbed up here?
I think we can arc around the plateau and just try to avoid their eyesight if they're focused on their eagle.
Chat,
Maybe.
what do you think?
I think we should try to just run past them as quickly as possible.
That's
I
fine, but we should do that in like a curved arc.
I
I'm
can't
down with
run
that.
in these shoes.
Okay. Can we start running
Could we do like a stealth?
arced away from there?
Make
Yeah,
a stealth check.
Yeah, can I do a stealth? I can
Everyone make a
stealth
stealth
to get
check.
around
I
them.
have a -1 stealth rating. I'm a giant bull wearing steel plates.
I am
cannot be
17.
quiet.
19.
0.
15.
So the party trying to
Freaking-
be quiet as they go, try to avoid the harpy's attention. Taking his first step, Alistair's metal plating clangs, and one of the harpies looks up and screeches.
Can I use
And
fog
The
cloud?
other one looks up as well, and I need you to roll for initiative.
I should have used fog cloud.
Should have just attacked him. I can't sneak.
8.
Okay, give me a second. So we got
13.
11.
Taka is 8, Mishiru is 13, Ched 11, Alistair?
8.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Let me get some water. But I can hear you. Keep talking.
Sorry, I'm actually a 9. I have an initiative of 8 + 1.
Okay, cool. So it's gonna be Mishiru, then Ched, then Kopaka, then Alistair. Okay. Oops. Mishiru, you are about, let's say, 60 feet from, there's 2 harpies. We'll call them left harpy and right harpy, because you are all facing north and heading north. So the west one's on the left, east one's on the right. You have initiative. Harpy lady, switch into attack mode. Exactly, tags.
Okay. Let's see.
You had mentioned that you were
Last-
going to try to do something when I cut
Yeah,
you.
that's smoke cloud.
Yeah, I was gonna cast fog cloud. I mean, they're within range. It's 120 feet range. It only casts a 20-foot wide. Okay, so I'm gonna ask the party before I attack. I can cast a fog cloud. I can either cover us or I can cover them. I can't do both.
Cover us.
Cover them.
Great.
We
Real
need to have
helpful.
something that we can attack. I'd like to throw my axe at them.
Oh, right, no. Cover us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cover us.
Okay, so I cast fog cloud around us.
All right. I'm having trouble pulling it up on your sheet. Give me a sec. Do spells. Here we
Oh,
go.
I just
Fog
clicked
cloud, okay.
use.
I just want to make sure I know. You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog. Oh, wait, so the fog area is 20-foot radius, so it's 40 feet in diameter. You can cast it up to 120 feet away.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct. So that's
got it.
why I was saying we can either do them or we
Gotcha.
can do
So
us.
where,
I can't
where are
cap-
you aiming it again?
To us, around us.
Okay. Where you currently are.
Will we be able to see through it? Like, if I swing my axe, am I going to kill one of you?
Oh, it
I-
lasts for the duration.
I believe that you all do not have, like, I think it creates the fog, but it does not give you the ability inherently to see through it.
So basically, it's preventing them from attacking us. And then I'm gonna see if I can sneak. Okay. Do I? And they're 60 feet away.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess I'll try. I guess again, they're too far for me. Right,
Wait,
what
so,
is
so I just want to confirm, you were casting the fog cloud around them.
around us?
It
Well,
is a-
do we? Okay, knowing that, do we want to do it around them or on us?
Knowing that we can't see through it, I kind of think it may be better to do it around them so they can't see us approach them.
I agree with that.
Okay, so I cast it around them.
Okay.
Is that my only action, or do I still get to move?
That, you can still move.
Okay, so then as the fog covers them, I approach from the I kind of like go around the
Okay.
right, not
And you have a
directly.
speed of 30 feet, it looks like, so you're going to cover about half the distance between you and the harpies.
Yeah.
But they're a bit offset to the west of you, to the left of you. Okay?
Okay.
You hear a harpy, you all hear a harpy squawk from within the smoke cloud. Frustrated. And you hear the noise of talons scraping against the stone.
How unpleasant.
Ched, action to you.
I think I'm gonna just go up and ram one. Well, actually, no. I have a rapier, so I'll use
How
my
close do you
rapier.
have to be to do that?
I think
For the
so.
ram?
5 feet is the minimum.
All right, right now you
Otherwise-
are 65 feet from them.
I could try to sneak and just keep running past. I'm trying to think what you guys think we should do.
I think we should kill them. They're going to pursue us.
Okay. So let me look at my spells real quick. Because I don't know if my spells can get anyone in range. The only one I could think of doing is disguising self, but that would only protect me.
So if you're not going to perform a more like an action, I'm going to say you can move twice as your action instead.
I think I'm gonna just keep moving forward away from the giant things.
So the Mishiru went along the right side, or is heading towards the right side of the smoke cloud. Are you heading that direction as well?
Yes.
Okay. And you're using both your action and movement to move?
Just 2 movements, yeah.
Okay. So you're going to be like, you're going to just get past the smoke cloud. You're slightly ahead of where the harpies were from where you were. Basically, you're slightly north of them and
Okay.
a little bit to the east.
Oh.
Kopaka.
I would also I'd like to do that. I'd like to move slightly to the north of them, a little bit to the west. I have a speed of 35, so I definitely can do that. Can I do that sneakily, though?
Yes, make a stealth check.
Okay, I got a 14.
Okay. So you're trying to be quiet as you do it. We're going to move to Alistair.
My turn?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to dash into the cloud of fog.
How far can you move with the dash?
That I don't know.
Oh, this is just a regular dash. Is that what you're saying?
The regular dash. Yeah, it's not a special ability.
With a speed of 30, you can move up to 60 feet. Okay, gotcha. So you can dash into the smoke cloud and just reach there, but it let me double check this. It would be using an action.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that's kind of like what other people did, more or less. So you just you'll go into the smoke cloud.
Yep.
Okay. You enter the edge of the smoke cloud, and the rest of the party is unable to see you. But what they hear is very frantic squawking and shrill noises of what sounds like screeches.
Also,
Let me make some
chat.
rules for the harpies, because they are... Let's see.
What's going on in the chat?
The Twitch chat fully believes that Alistair could sneak if he put his mind to it.
Okay. Let me... Oh, sorry, I gotta move this out.
I really can't. I'm like an 8-foot tall.
What's your armor class, Alistair?
14.
You have your armor equipped, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that was taken into account. Oh wait,
Yeah.
I'm seeing 22.
This will be his character arc. Is it 22? Oh yeah, it's 22. Sorry.
Okay.
It's 22.
So, from the outside, the party hears the sound of claw scaping, or like it sounds like scraping against. What kind of armor do you have? Metal?
Plate. Yeah.
Plate,
It's plate metal.
What sounds like just a horrible screeching sound of a sharp object being scraped against plate metal, and more screaming from the harpies. And one of them attacked you, Alistair. You can't fully see what's going on in the smoke cloud, but you did notice one got right up in your face and clawed at you, but it just did not penetrate your armor. And then you have the awareness that a harpy is starting to hover and float in the air, and it is flying and it is like above you, and as it flaps its wings, some of the smoke cloud disperses. And noticing this, the harpy stays hovering and just continues to flap its wings and disperses most of the smoke cloud. So the party can now see the harpy in air, hovering about 15 feet above Alistair, and another one that is right next to Alistair attacking him.
Oh my.
Mishiru, it is your turn.
Okay.
You are about 30 feet to the south by southeast of what used to be the smoke cloud, is now just a little bit of smoke, and Alistair and a harpy in the air.
Okay, while they're distracted, I have a sneak attack.
Okay.
You know how to distract someone once per turn. You can deal an extra. Oh, it's not an actual attack. It's an extra d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack if you have an advantage on the attack roll. I see.
Gotcha. I would say
So I can
right
use-
now, unless something changes, you would not have advantage.
So the harpy that dispersed the smoke cloud in the air, they can all see us now, even though we were being sneaky getting around them?
They can see you. You might not be the one it's looking at. Right now, the one that's hovering in the air is currently giving more of its attention to Alistair, but it does notice that you all are over there.
They're really mad at me.
Okay, I have 2 daggers that I can throw.
Okay.
They have piercing.
The throwing range is
60.
60. Okay.
The attack range is 20. But since one is already attacking Alistair, I want to target that one.
Okay. Are you're moving in closer first?
No, I can.
Just going from there. Throwing.
Yeah,
the dagger?
it's a ranged attack.
Okay. Roll for hit.
Okay, how do I do that?
So you're
Oh, I
gonna
think I
roll
just-
a d20 and add your hit/DC bonus.
Yeah, so I have 2 daggers. Do I throw one or can I throw both? How does that work?
So let me see if you're 2-weapon fighting. If either weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making melee. Okay, yes. So you can throw both.
Okay, do I roll 2 of them like separately?
Yes, but the second one that you do will not get the hit/DC bonus. So when you do double attack, the first one gets your hit/DC bonus, but the second one does not.
Okay, so I'll do that. I'll do an attack with my dagger. So I will throw that one. Oh god, and throw this one. Okay, so the first one was a 9.
Okay.
The second one was a 12.
Okay. Did you apply the hit/DC to that one, bring it up to 9, or is that 9 without that?
The 9 was with it.
Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to confirm since, we're going through our first combat here.
The 12 was without.
So the first dagger missed the harpy, but the second one hit the harpy. So please roll for damage.
Okay, how do I do that? What do I roll?
So if you're on D&D Beyond, you can just click it, but it's 1d4 and then you add 2.
But where do I do that on? Where's the damage?
So if you go to actions, choose the dagger, and then under damage, there's like a little box. Just click on that box.
Oh, okay, there it is. It says 1 + 2, so 3.
Okay, so the second dagger makes contact with the harpy and it screeches. And slowly turns its head towards you, but is still looking mostly at Alistar. Ched, you've made it slightly north of where the harpies are. It is your turn.
Am I able to reach it if I go towards it?
You can reach the other one on the ground that Mishru just attacked, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go towards that one, and then I just do the damage roll for the rapier, right?
If you're attacking with your rapier, yes.
Yes. Okay, so I got a 16.
Okay, that hits.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Sorry, my thing is frozen. Give me 1 second. 6.
Okay. Your rapier skewers the harpy as it lets out and its body falls limp on the edge of your rapier.
Ew.
So it appears to be dead.
Listen, just be happy I'm useful for one.
This is the one that was on the ground?
Yes.
Yeah.
The other harpy takes notice of this harpy getting stabbed through and looks down and charges, or like kind of swoops down and attacks Ched with its talons. Ched, what's your armor class?
Sorry, I'm looking for it. Armor class. Sorry, that is under your actual equipment, or?
It will show up to the right of your initiative, I believe, if you're looking at D&D.
Underneath walking speed.
Or near that, yeah.
Oh, 13. Sorry about that.
Okay. It swipes at you with 2 of its claws. The first one misses, but the second one hits you, and you take 4 damage. It's going to be Kopaka's turn, but I think it's time for a short little break. So we're actually going to take a quick 10, if that's okay with everyone.
All right. Is this harpy still in the air, just so I know?
No, it's now kind of... it just attacked Ched, and it's like mostly on the ground.
Okay, then I know what I'm going to do. All right.
We will BRB.
No. But
Testing,
one thing
testing.
too-
Chat, can you hear us?
Chris is awesome.
Chris is awesome.
I do want to ask this, even though if it's live, I would rather ask.
No, that's
it
okay. Yeah.
now. It's just more so that it's just so. I get that it is a lot of conversation, but it's also just hard to know sometimes what to do and what the options are to do. So it's kind of why I was wishing there was some sort of, what was the role that we're talking about? Like
Insight to get information from the other player, the NPCs. If you
like
they're
some
saying
sort of
makes sense.
quick insight role. But I get that we were kind of conversing too much in battle, but we're also just trying to figure out what we can do and what the options are. I guess with the vultures too, it's like we were from afar, so we could have been whispering it. So we should have just whispered our voices a little more.
They probably would have seen you anyway. But we are on Kopaka's turn. A harpy just came down. Thank you, everyone. Glad to hear we are back. Yay. Welcome, everyone. Hi, friends. A Ched just got swiped at by a harpy that descended after Ched killed the other harpy. And Kopaka is kind of just nearby the brawl.
Yeah, so the harpy's now on the ground, which means I don't have to throw anything at it. I can just run up and attack it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got 2 hand axes equipped. I'd like to attack with both of them.
Alrighty. Go ahead.
The first one is a 15 with my DC.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is a 8.
Okay, the first one hits.
Okay. I do 8 damage.
All right. You smack the harpy, and it's clearly very bloodied, and it is not happy with what's going on. Alistair.
Okay, so
The harpy that was just attacking you has been slain at the hands of Ched, and another one is like right by you.
gotcha. So
I
I have
helped.
a bonus action that I'm going to do called Goring Rush. It says immediately after I use a dash, I can make a melee attack with my horns.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll roll to hit.
Yep.
I rolled a 22, and then it's 1d6 plus 3, which I rolled a 5.
All right. You thoroughly gore the other harpy, and it is now currently on your left horn.
Is it still alive?
No, it is dead. Its guts kind of went out everywhere. Some of them landed on Ched.
You two
He's
start a
totally
match
with
now.
that, so it's fine. I'm gonna wipe the harpy off of my horn and ask if everyone is okay.
No. I like this look on you. You should leave it. You match Chad.
Ugh.
Party, how do you
I'm okay.
respond
Oh,
to him asking?
oh,
Is the
I'm
nymph
okay,
be mad at us?
Do I pick up my daggers? Sorry.
You can pick up your daggers.
Okay, out of character question. I don't know what
No,
happens
yeah,
with
no,
daggers when you
that's
throw them
totally
into D&D.
Yeah. One of them was in the corpse of a harpy. One of them was a little bit to the side.
Okay, so I walk up to the one that has my dagger and just put my foot in it. I was like, all right, that was a good job, you guys. Shall we keep going?
We make a good team, surprisingly.
I wouldn't go that far.
Any reaction from Ched, who was the only one damaged in the interaction, I think.
I'm just pretty happy to like take damage for my bros. Like, I mean, hopefully I don't die because like half of my health is gone, but like I'm willing to do it for my bros.
All right.
Oh, well.
So, party, are you going to proceed north?
Yeah, let's keep going.
What is your
unless
marching
anyone has
configuration?
objections.
I'm sorry?
So, basically, how are you arranged? How are you walking currently?
I would like to be in the middle because
Yeah.
I am damaged.
Are you walking
good
a
leading
single
the way
file
again.
line or 2x2?
I like to stick in the back.
Yeah, single file makes sense.
Okay.
I'll
Single
go
file
after
makes sense.
Kopaka.
Okay.
Cool. So, Kopaka, Alistair, Ched, Mishiru.
Yes, I am carefully protecting everybody's backs.
All right. It is currently, it's about high noon as you're walking, and the heat on top of the plateau is, very noticeable, getting a little sweaty. You walk another half mile or so, and then you can start to see what looks like the edge of the plateau is approaching in probably another half mile or so. Anything to do or say or look around for as you walk?
I mean, do we
what-
do we
is
see
there anything
anything?
What does the plateau look like? Like, is it like a desert plateau?
Yeah, it's mostly there's very sparse ground cover. It's a mostly rocky surface.
So like the Antelope Valley,
Pardon?
like the Antelope Valley.
I'm unfamiliar.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like what you're describing. It's just rocky desert. You can see all around.
Like Joshua Tree.
Okay. I don't know. I also don't know that. But probably right.
Okay.
There are some eagles flying around that you can see and hear with your passive perception. And as you
Can I make
continue-
a perception check to see if I notice anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah, go for it.
Is that somebody's stomach?
Got a 19.
19. All right. If you look in the distance a little bit to the north, you think you can see just a little bit of smoke coming past the edge of the plateau.
Oh, at the party now. I see smoke way off in the distance in the direction we're heading.
Okay. Do we want to go towards it or again or
We'll
around
be
it?
there soon enough. We have to head north anyway.
I suggest we continue going in that direction and make ourselves ready.
Okay. I'll wipe the blood off my daggers.
All right. It's another hour or so, and you reach the end of that plateau. And looking down, you realize there's not a straight, well-kept path right immediately in front of you. And when we'll look around, basically, unlike the way up, where you took kind of worn path to help ascend, looking around, there's a pretty steep drop-off near where you are. And as you reach towards the edge here, you can see what seems to be a more well-forested valley. Let's see. Anyone who wants to try to geolocate themselves can do a nature check.
I'll do one.
Okay.
Oh, that did not go well.
I'll
Rolled an
try one.
18.
All right, so
I
the
got
ranger suspects that you headed north on the plateau as you had planned, and looks like you're looking in the outskirts of large kind of grassland with some like trees and stuff, where you would normally expect the Laguna traders, the roaming Minotaur merchants, to kind of traverse about. And the smoke has gotten a bit closer.
Wait, I thought. Never mind. Okay, so should
But we
make
don't
our
see
way
any
down?
Minotaur traders right now, right?
You don't see. Did I say Minotaur? I meant to say Centaur. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, I'm
This is
so
Centaur
sorry.
land.
No. I meant to say Centaurs. The Laguna Band Centaurs are a group of merchants, or that's one of the things they do. And this is the edge of like they don't have strict territory, but you know that this is kind of the edge of where the general middle wilds are, let's say.
Yeah.
But you still do not see a direct way down.
I think we should continue to investigate the smoke. I think there's something there. Someone might be in trouble.
Okay. Make another perception check.
Ooh, 4.
Okay. You can still smell the smoke, and you think it's coming from the north, but you can't tell the size of where exactly it might be coming from. And you're still on the edge of the plateau, by the way.
Can I start to climb down?
Would you like to try to like just straight up like climb down?
Yeah.
Okay.
The way you asked that makes me think
No,
that
I basically I want to clarify you weren't using like any tools, or you weren't going to consult. You're basically just going to like try to go down. It's a vaguely steep edge. Tentacles 1, thank you so much for the follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Night,
and climb
Gray
down.
Fox.
I'm pretty
Good night,
athletic.
Gray Fox. Sorry, say that again, Cannon.
I'm gonna try and climb down. I'm pretty athletic.
Okay. Please make an athletics check.
I would also like to try to climb down.
Okay. You also make an athletics check.
16.
Okay.
It's a dirty
22.
16 though.
Can I try to go down as well?
Yeah. Alistair and Kopaka seem to be having success as they descend. They are currently about 20 feet off the ground as you begin to attempt. Please make an athletics check.
I got a 4. And notice I got a +3. I have a +3 on athletics. I rolled the worst roll.
Before
You got a
I
1.
discuss Ched, Michiru, are you also going to try to descend the perilous cliff? In the
Yes.
same fashion? Okay.
I don't really have any other means to.
Okay.
You don't have a rope?
Go
You
ahead.
didn't bring
and make
rope?
it.
Oh, I do have a rope.
Let's say, was I the only one to bring a rope?
No, I have a rope.
All right. Would you like to use the rope?
It's 50 feet. Is that going to be enough?
Well, are you going to try to secure it to something up here to help you descend, or what's your game plan?
Yeah, but then I'd lose it, right?
Unless
Yeah.
there was a way to yank it down.
You know what? I'm pretty athletic as well. I'll just make my way down.
All right. Make an athletics check, please.
20.
All right. So
you
you
got the
begin
rolling so
to
well.
gracefully descend as well.
I do a pirouette and I death drop at the bottom.
Right, following after Ched. Unfortunately, Ched, with his satyr hooves, to not get a good foothold in the cliffside, Alistair and Kopaka, I need you both to make a dex saving throw to make sure you don't get hit as Ched falls to the ground.
17.
Okay?
9?
So, Alistair, you get hit as Ched falls, and you kind of slide against the rocks for a little bit. You're going to take 1 damage, but you didn't fully fall. You are still on the cliffside, descending. Ched,
Brilliant.
Is my character dead?
can make... you're going to... Let me see. Let me roll, because you are going to take...
Imagine I have to make a new character after this.
Hope everyone brought backup
You could just
characters.
bring Christmas.
Oh no, I'm bringing Karen. I'm gonna take your character from you. No.
What?
Where did I put my
I
dice app?
We should have healed you.
Okay.
I know. I don't have any healing. I just have. Well,
You're the one who swiped 3.
I can heal him.
I didn't
if
say
he
anything because I
survives.
didn't know you did it.
Ched,
Nobody knows I
you
did it.
managed to take just 2 damage.
okay. So I definitely need to heal up somehow because I'm at 3 out of 9. Let me
Everyone
look.
else is able
Wait.
to. Does
Are you
seeing
telling us
Ched
that?
fall change the way you're approaching for anyone? As you're all about like halfway down the plateau edge.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Did Chet fall all the way down to the bottom?
You can see Ched lying on the ground, kind of splayed out.
Are you okay?
If I use Cure Wounds on myself, it says a teacher you touch regains a number of hit points equal to a 1d8. So I think that means only other people.
Let me read that.
I believe you can do it on yourself.
Yeah, you can touch yourself. But right now, I would not give you an action yet. You are still in shock from falling to the ground. But the rest of your party is able to descend, and you reach the bottom of the plateau.
Cool.
And now we're on flat ground, a little bit more grassy, and there are forests, or not forests, there are some trees around you, but they're a little bit dispersed. It's not like fully forested, but there are trees around.
Chet, are you okay?
Yeah, sorry. There's like a car crash that happened right outside my place, so the ambulances are starting to go by. So I'm sorry if I can't hear. It's my autism brain not being able to perceive everything.
Those ambulances are just in your head because you fell from the plateau.
Yeah, I don't know what's an ambulance. Is that like a Wonderwall?
No, I hear them too.
Can I do? I'm alive. Can I please do a Cure Wounds on myself?
Yeah.
Okay, I already rolled it. That's why I want to do it
Okay.
because I had a really good roll.
Okay.
It rolled a 9, so I don't know how much that would actually cure towards myself.
It would cure you 9. Wait. You rolled a D. You rolled a 9 from
No,
your
I have
D8 plus 3.
So I rolled a 6, and then I got +3.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna heal 9.
Okay.
Make sure you mark which spells you've used, though.
Yes. Okay, so I used one of my spell slots, and the spell slots they go back to 0 after every sleep, right?
After a long rest, yes.
Okay, perfect, great.
So now at the bottom, what do we see?
You look around, you see some trees, and you can see, if you keep looking north a little bit, that there is the smoke a little bit closer now. If anyone else wants to try to perceive exactly where it is or what it's coming from.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Check.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
I rolled a 22.
All right. You notice that the smoke is probably not too far ahead. And when you're also listening or looking at the smoke, you can hear the sounds of what sounds like people talking.
Just
We should
casually having a conversation.
You can't make out what the voices are saying, but it sounds like a group of at least 5 people, and talking in a conversational tone.
What time of day is it?
It is about 3 p.m.
All right. I think we should just head over to them.
We should try to see if they have any food we can steal. I mean, share.
Right. Let's head over and see what is going on with the fire.
Chet, are you able to get up and walk?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling like I pretty had a good rest as far as I was down, and I'm ready to just help my bros.
All right. As you start walking north, you hear what sounds like the clomping of horse hooves on the soft dirt and grass.
Oh, that's not good. Those are definitely not horses.
Oh, I thought that was you.
Can I make a perception check to see if I recognize what they are?
Recognize the sound?
Yeah.
The being or creature is not yet gotten to. Yeah, you can go ahead and make a perception check.
Can I do a stealth check?
I got
Just-
a
You're trying to
14.
be extra sneaky? Sure.
Yeah.
What did you
I
say,
mean,
Kevin?
14.
14? Okay. Based on the sound and speed of what's going on, combined with everything else you're hearing, you can intuit that it's most likely a centaur approaching and will be here in a few seconds.
Yep. Everybody get ready.
I'll hide.
You'll hide? Okay.
I'm
You'll be
a-
hiding
I'm
behind-
a-
there's
Are
like a tree you
centaurs-
can hide behind if you want.
Are
Yeah,
centaurs bad?
I'm
They're
a
typically
rogue.
peaceful.
I'm a rogue.
What did you roll for your stealth check, by the way? I forgot already.
Oh no, hold on. That's the wrong die.
I'm not gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna stay put.
I rolled 15.
Okay. So you're hiding behind a tree.
Can I go up the tree?
You'd make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Oh, that's a +6, of course. Oh God, 10.
Okay, you managed to scurry a little bit up the tree, but you're not that. You're kind of just like hanging from the first level of branches. You're still like concealed though. At this time, a centaur comes up to you. Has a looks like a large bow staff across his back, adhered to his torso from a leather strap, and he says, "Who goes there?"
It's just me in the road right now. Everyone else hide.
I'm standing on the road as well.
I'm standing on the road with my bros.
All right. Hello, sir. We're just passing to the north.
You and these, we've got a Minotaur, Satyr, and Lenin. This is not a party I've seen before. What
Can I
brings
try
you-
to flirt with him?
Pardon?
Can I try to flirt with him?
Yep, make a charisma roll.
Oh, wait.
Charisma roll.
The horniest satyr I've ever seen.
17.
Okay. Please initiate your flirting.
Guys, I'm on a tree. You let me know if I need to throw this.
Wait, he's flirting with him. Just let's see how this plays out.
What is your approach?
Sup, bro? We're just like, we're being total bros over here, but like, I haven't seen a bro like you in these types of forests. What are you doing? You have really strong arms.
Oh, thank you. I'm just here with the rest of my band. We're passing through. We're a bit on guard because we're not normally in these parts. But
whoa, bro, it's kind of the same situation for me because I'm with my bros and we're not usually in our parts as well. I feel like we're one and the same.
Oh yeah?
God. There.
Well, I seem to trust you, but I don't know about everyone else around here, so would it be okay with all y'all if you came with me and I brought you to our leader just to make sure everything's all okay for you to pass through?
Yeah, we're down to make some new friends.
That's fine.
Incredibly, I actually agree with the satyr. We don't want any trouble with the centaurs. We should go with him and agree to whatever terms they say.
Be sure to get out of the tree. We're good.
Okay.
The Minotaur is surprised to see a Triton fall from the tree.
Hey.
Oh, I didn't expect those to grow around these parts.
I'm just
They're
passing
important.
through.
So the centaur is walking at a reasonable pace towards the smoke.
Can I make it very clear that I'm walking in front of him, even though I have no idea where I'm going, and I'm just showing my satyr butt?
Yes, you can do that. And are you walking looking straight ahead, or are you turning back to see?
Oh, I'm walking straight back
Okay.
looking straight back at him the whole
Your fellow
time.
party members can see that the centaur is trying to guide them, but sometimes its gaze would aim towards your rump.
God, I don't.
The centaur starts to veer left, but while Ched has continued to go straight. Does the rest of the party want to let Ched know?
Yeah,
Ched.
I'd like to loudly whisper, Chet, the other way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to leave you behind. Here, come.
No, it's okay. I'll
Maybe it's
I'll
best
follow
if you get up on my back.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God.
I get up on his back.
Make an acrobatics check.
You watch, he's not going to be able to get up there.
18.
Oh, wow.
With the lift
He's done this
from the
before.
centaur and your natural agility, you are able to straddle the centaur's horseback as you approach the camp. It might be best if you get off here. The others might not look too kindly if I ride with a satyr on my back.
No worries.
An incident.
Totally get it.
All right. So, as you approach the camp, a centaur, an older centaur, approaches you, and she's got a long, grayed braid, and the others seem to move out of her way as she approaches.
Can I do a perception check on her?
Yeah.
Damn it, 9.
All right. You see an older centaur woman with a grayed braid. She's wearing what looks like some sort of leather armor and has a sword at her side.
Hmm.
Who is this that you have brought to my camp? These are some travelers I found.
We're just passing through. We're on our way to the Minotaur homeland.
The Minotaur homeland? Why? What business do you have over there?
Bro, can I, before I say my words, can I start to do another charisma check?
I can't.
Listen,
For the purpose
some
of
of y'all
flirting
can
with
do
her?
charisma checks.
No,
I'm
it's
just trying to make friends.
Is that the intent, or just general friendliness?
It is so that we make friends and allies, which is something that we will need.
Right, but you're not flirting with her. You're
That's
just
what I'm
like
No. For this, I already flirted with my one
Okay.
person. For
You're
this
not
one,
casting charm person. Okay. You're just
Yeah.
saying, okay, sure, make a charisma check to see how you're taken.
Okay, well, this goes terribly because I rolled a 5.
Okay.
ooh.
What do you say to her?
I say, oh, we're just trying to like help our friends. They got poisoned at this wedding, bro, and like we're really scared.
Is the poison the reason for your smell? Oh,
That's
gosh.
probably just the hygiene.
Be bathed.
But what you mentioned poison? Can someone who is not the satyr explain to me what you're talking about?
You may notice the flower on his horn. It's guiding us to.
Yes, it's very gaudy.
Yeah, it's not there normally. It's guiding us to where we need to go. We were at a wedding down in Melitus, and everyone was poisoned, and we got a map
Poison.
guiding us to where we think the antidote is.
Oh.
It is a quest from Farika.
Oh, wow.
Crap.
Oh, Farika's involved.
Did I say this?
At this
the right
point,
one?
the centaur turns to the centaur man that had guided you, and she beckons him forward and whispers something in his ear as he kind of goes off into the camp, look like with purpose. You said so. You're trying to find somewhere that Farika's sending you for some sort of poison. Is that what you said?
Yes, we were at an event. People were poisoned. One of the goers that was not poisoned sought for Farika's guidance, and we received a map to go in this direction.
Okay. May I see the map?
Who has
It
the
was
map?
made out of leaves.
I have it. No, I drew a map. I
Yeah,
drew the
he
map.
Tore off some tablecloth and drew with the map. before
Okay.
we left.
Do you hand this over to the centaur?
I don't hand it to her. I show it to her from my hands. I unroll it and show it to her. I don't trust her.
She reaches towards the map, attempting to put it in her hands.
And I draw a dagger.
Oh, well. When you do that, you notice other centaurs in the general encampment turn to you, and they draw bows and arrows, and some of them start to come up to her side with their swords drawn.
I don't believe I offer this to you.
What?
I'm sorry. May I please see the map?
Yes.
She
Oh,
grabs
let me
it
get
forcibly.
murdered.
Thank you. At this time,
Hammer in the back.
the centaur guide who had brought you here has come back into view. The other centaurs are kind of on edge still, as a younger centaur woman appears to approach the gray-haired one from the side. Yes. I would like you all to meet my bandmate here. Jayna, introduce yourself.
I'm Jayna.
Yes.
Hey!
I'm Jayna.
Jayna, would you take a look at this? They appear to be. She's the centaur. The older centaur woman starts to speak almost in whispers to Jayna. It seems that they're.
I'd like to
investigating...
cast a charisma check and flirt with Jayna. I'm just kidding.
Do
She's
it.
otherwise occupied.
This is the horniest D&D group I've ever been in.
So far.
So far, that's true.
Can
So-
we hear what she's saying?
Make a perception check.
Okay. 19.
All right. So
Ooh, dirty 20.
dirty 20, 19. Anyone else want to try to listen in?
No. Out of character for me.
Okay. Jayna, they seem to be investigating some sort of mass poisoning event, and they are looking to find some sort of cure following a map that they were given by one of the gods. I think that they might want your guidance through this journey. She gives a knowing look to Jayna. Thanks so
what
much
you
for the
mean.
follow, Hades Ma. Sorry.
I see what you mean. So you think I should go with them?
I think so. The older centaur woman holds the map back, extends it towards Mishiru, and almost in a declarative way says, "Jayna here should accompany you on your journey. She knows the way that you're heading, and she will make sure you get through safely."
Can we have just a moment to discuss this amongst ourselves?
Please.
Sure. Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so let's move the party like with that outside of earshot of the centaurs.
So is everyone going along over there?
Yes. I took the map back, right?
Yes. She handed it
Okay.
back.
Okay, just making sure I put it back in my...
All right, denizens.
Having a
Let's
centaur
say-
on our side is probably a good idea.
I did not sign up for this.
Ched,
problem do you have
out
with
of the corner of Ched's eye from passive perception, sees the male centaur waving.
Oh my god, he's not even paying attention. I can't.
Okay, can I roll to see if I can hear them?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, rolled a 17 plus which is the one I'm doing for this one?
Perception.
Perception.
Perception? Okay, so 22.
Yep. You're able to hear them clearly.
I think having a centaur on our side is a good idea. We're heading into some dangerous territory, and we're doing a mission for the gods. I'm curious if she's aligned at all with them.
I like her. I think she's pretty chill. And my bro over there is giving me a thumbs up, which means we should totally have her on our side.
I don't... I mean, I have no choice but to go with whatever the group decides at this point, but I don't understand why we're adding somebody. We all...
At
First
the
of all,
very
none of
least,
us
you can
want
ride
to
on
be
her
in this
back.
mission. Interesting. Perhaps.
And she doesn't need to take any of the money that you'll be getting from the wedding party.
Oh yeah, you were not... None of you were getting that anyways.
There's literally no downside for you.
I guess. I don't like the... I already don't
Is it
like the
because
idea of
there's
traveling with you people.
Is it because there'd be a prettier woman in the group?
Ugh, please. Don't even.
At this moment,
Not possible.
you hear the familiar voice. Have you come to a decision?
Seems
Wait.
we have. We'll happily have Jayna accompany us.
All right. Jayna?
What are her skills?
Pardon?
What are her skills?
She'll let you know that in a moment. Jayna, go collect your things. We'll be able to handle this here, and we'll get to our destination. You know where to meet us afterwards, Jayna?
Yes, I do.
All right. Thank you. Wiles be with you. Jayna
Melia's will be done.
Yes. Jayna is dismissed to go grab her belongings. And I suppose I should have introduced myself. My name is Paelis Shruhuf. You can stay at the encampment if you want to wait out the night, but you still have got a little bit of light if you would like to continue along your journey. I'm sure you're anxious to keep going and make as much progress as possible given the condition of your companions.
I would be toast down to have a nap here.
I made this. I made
I
this
think
trek.
we should... Go ahead, John.
I made this trek down to get to Melitus just the other day. I didn't run into much on my way down here, but have you come across anything we should be aware of as we head north?
Well, we didn't come from the north as much as from the east, but on our journey down, we did pass by what looked like just a few returned, what you would expect. They didn't really pay us much heed as we went past them pretty quickly.
Okay. May not be that helpful then. Alistair, what were you going to say?
Have you noticed the fire off in the distance?
Oh, you mean this one? And she points to the back of the camp where they've been cooking.
Oh, never mind. There we have it.
We have
We rescued-
stew
we won't need
going,
to
but
cook.
unfortunately we didn't expect guests and didn't save you any.
We have enough for ourselves, but thank you
Yes.
for potentially offering.
I think we should continue on our way.
I think we should continue and not rest.
Jayna has returned. Jayna has returned with, a knapsack full of belongings and is tailed by a wolf.
I'm immediately going to hide behind Alistair.
I'm gonna bend
And-
down and the wolf over because I want to.
Oh no! I'm gonna hide again, probably behind the centaur that Chad has been flirting with.
Cristina, by the way, if you get to kind of declare what the wolf is doing, I would say.
So, if a wolf could roll its eyes, it would roll its eyes at what Alistair's doing. And he's just sits next to Jayna waiting for the next command.
Well trained
But he
animal.
did, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Well trained animal, Jayna.
my fur is standing up. My tail is between my legs, and I am not having this new companion whatsoever. Maybe we should rethink Jayna joining the group, guys.
Are you okay,
Too late
Kopaka?
now.
At this point, the older centaur woman has been called over by some other people, and it's no longer in the conversation, by the way.
Is there any way we can leave that wolf behind?
Sure, you could leave the wolf behind, but I'm sure he will still follow me because that is what he does.
It seems like a well enough trained beast. He shouldn't give you any problems. We should continue to make our way north.
Rogers really likes the wolf. All right. So,
Do we decide? Are we continuing?
are you?
I've suggested that we do it.
Yes. That we keep going, right? Not rest.
What time is it?
It's about 4 p.m.
Yeah, we should keep going.
Okay. What are your new marching orders now that you have another member of the party?
Well,
I'd like to go well ahead of everyone else. I'm just trying to stay as clear of the wolf as I can.
Okay.
If you'd like, I can take the lead, and then he will also be next to me if you would like to take the rear.
Well, I think our new companion Jayna knows the way better
Agreed.
than the rest of us.
Jayna should take the lead. I'll walk behind her.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Kopaka, would you like to join me in the back and guard our rear?
Sure thing, but I'm gonna hiss at the wolf before I do that.
Okay.
I'm
And
bad at it.
and the wolf, he just lifts up one lip, showing a fang. Like, don't test me.
Just trying to do the little bat and run away. To the
That's all
back.
he does.
All right.
Animals.
Don't engage it.
So Jayna and the wolf are in the front. Then we have Kopaka and Mishiru in the rear. So I presume Alistair and Ched are they walking side by side in the middle?
Sure. I was going to follow closely behind Jayna
Okay.
because I'm not intimidated by the wolf. I'm actually rather fond of wolves.
Okay, so then I ask Kopaka, what is it with you on these beasts? Seems pretty harmless.
I don't trust dogs. They ruined my they ruined my clan back in the day. They're why I don't see the Leonin anymore. Have you ever heard of cats and dogs? It's natural sworn enemies.
They don't really exist in the sea. The serpent
Is
sea.
it a bit like the catfish and the dogfish?
Catfish and the seal, I guess. I don't know.
Mhm.
Right now you're just walking through. It's a bit more wooded, the area you're walking through, and you can hear just sounds like normal woodland sounds, birds chirping, maybe a little bit of rustling in the sides, but nothing too of note as you have your conversations, getting to know your party members a little bit better.
Can I do a perception check to see if anything's out of the ordinary?
Yeah. Anything in
Find out.
particular way you're looking around or looking for anything?
Just looking forward.
Okay.
Not looking generally at anything, but just sort of monitoring my surroundings.
Mhm.
And I got a 15.
Did the centaurs give us anything before we left?
They
Of
gave you
use?
Jayna.
I guess. I
Yeah,
guess.
they gave us a person.
Wait, we're sitting at a camp now.
No, you started walking north. So, Alistair, you notice that you're heading just generally in the direction you expected. You hear, like I said, normal kind of woodland sounds, nothing too out of the ordinary for a not full forest, but little bit more dense than the usual grassland. You notice the wolf staying very obediently by the side of Jayna, and you just vaguely are aware that people are conversing behind you, being Kopaka and Mishiru, and Ched is between Alistair and the pair walking in the back. So Chris, I don't know where you want to be in the marching orders, but right now we have Jayna and the wolf in the front, then Alistair shortly behind them, and in the back we have Mishiru and Kopaka. So I presume you'd
I'm
be...
sorry I had to pee again.
It's okay.
In the middle is somewhere is totally fine.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're just heading north.
So Jayna, as they're walking, is going to ask the group. So there are multiple ways that we can go. We can either go the straight path, which will probably be the most dangerous, or we can go the path that is longer but easier. Which way would you like me to show you?
We don't have a lot of time to waste.
Agreed. There are lives hanging in the balance. I suggest the more difficult but faster path.
There's money in the balance.
I'm cool with the difficult but faster path.
So DM Kyle, may I do a survival
I was
check?
doing something in the chat and I realized I hit the wrong thing. Sorry, I say that.
What did the chat say?
What was the decision? Don't worry about it. It's gone.
They chose the straight, more dangerous path. So I wanted to do a survival check in order to see if I can guide them in that direction.
Okay. Go for it.
Not great. 9.
All right. So Jayna starts leading them to the north, veering a little bit eastward. And the trees start to clear out a little bit as it seems to be more of a grassland, and from here you can kind of see in the distance a mountain range, but in between you and there seems to be a valley, and it's right now you're still been walking on level ground, but it's slowly starting to decline, and you can see that the side of this valley here has some large boulders, and the sounds of the woodland creatures have kind of stopped as you exited the area you're walking in.
So I'm going to hold up my hand and just stop and try to basically just silently try to motion for everyone to hold.
All right.
We're in grassland right now.
You're in more of a grassland, but before you is a valley before the mountain range.
Okay.
Do you notice? So does the party notice and understand Jayna's silencing hand signal and holding up hand signal?
Yeah.
Yes, I'd like to stay away. Grassland is my favorite environment.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
Jayna, what do you see?
I don't know, but it's got very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to make a perception check, please.
Yeah.
Can I do the same?
Yeah.
And you said we're in grassland?
You're in grassland right now. You're going to be in a more valley part shortly if you keep walking the path that
then
she's taking.
Wisdom checks are doubled for me, so 19.
23.
All right. You both can smell something that's almost like partially decayed flesh, and you look a little bit ahead of you, and towards the bottom of the valley there seems to be a group of these gray-bodied, gold-masked figures that you would I'm trying to think if anyone here would not recognize the returned.
I do.
Yeah. So they're these...
I would recognize them as well.
Yeah.
Paladins have a sense for the undead.
I think, Ched, can you make a religion check?
Let's murder them.
We have. I mean, if they actually are undead, we're going to have to. It's our moral obligation to clear them out.
My D&D Beyond is taking a while, sorry. Oh, 11.
Okay. So you're you've never actually come up that close with Returned before, but you probably believe that these are some of the Returned who have escaped the underworld and are now roaming the world of Theros. And so you can see them, they're off in the distance. You can't really tell what they're doing, but Kopaka and Jayna are able to detect them.
So how far away?
They're probably 70 feet away. They're like a good distance away. And they're
Have
a
they
little bit
noticed
you're on a
us?
decline down towards there.
Right. I'd like to pull out my longbow.
Have they noticed us?
They've not appeared to notice you, no.
And I'd also like to sneak past a bit, see if I can get a little closer.
Okay. Are
Ready,
you
my
communicating with the party members what you see?
So I'm going to crouch as much as a centaur horse body can and quietly whisper, is everyone closer to me? Like, have we gathered at this point, or are we still in a line?
You're more compact, but you're close. You're pretty
Okay.
close together. I presume that Kopaka is on the opposite side of the wolf, but also
Yes.
towards the front.
Yeah. And also, how many returned are there?
From what you can see, it looks like there are about 5, and they
Um,
are just kind of wandering around, and that you can't discern what they're doing.
Would you say that we're tracking these creatures?
Not currently, no.
Not currently? Okay.
If you were like going to be following them, then you would be tracking them. If you were like looking at the tracks to see if they came from a certain direction, that could be considered tracking as well.
Okay.
So there are 5 returned
This
ahead
is.
of us.
I'm so sorry. There's like cops everywhere outside of my street, and then there are people just out being like rowdy and fighting with them. But it's very weird. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
so
sure.
I'm sorry for being distracted. It's just like
We might wrap up really quickly then, and might check that situation out, make sure that everything's safe.
sorry. It just
Okay.
makes me like my.
No, you should go take. You
Yes.
should be concerned about what's happening
Yes.
in front of your apartment.
So
Yes.
we're gonna end the session here, everyone.
No, we don't have to. We can keep going. I'm just a little bit
No,
like.
we're going to.
No real world. Dungeons and Dragons
yes.
is the real world.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, JJJ. We appreciate the love, and we're actually going to wrap up early tonight, right here, looking over the group of returned.
I do love their masks.
So
Yes.
Quite gorgeous.
before we finish, do you mind if I describe what I look like?
Yes, please do. Sorry, I didn't
I real-
really go into the details there. Please do
Okay, so she has, so her for the upper half, which would be the human part, she has ivory skin. She has long silver hair that's in a low bun. On the base of that low bun is a bone comb in the shape of a protea flower. It's carved that way. She's muscular but lean. She's a small scar diagonal to her right eyebrow. She was wearing dark green leather armor and also a dark green sash. Both of those things have threads, silver threads through them, kind of as if they're vines
that.
going all around it.
Very cool.
And when it comes to the horse part, it is silver tail, but also it's like gray dappled. So it's gray, white plus dark gray dappling with dark gray sock. Like if you think of knee down, it's dark gray.
Oh, cool. Gotcha.
Oh, very cool.
Stockings. Stockings are what
Yes.
they call it on a horse, because it's different types of socks, stockings, but it's dark gray stockings. And then the
Cool.
wolf is a silver gray wolf.
Okay, wait.
Very cool.
Yeah, we got to
I gotta go.
Stuff,
Okay.
shit's going
I'm
down.
so
Okay.
sorry.
So we'll go bye.
Love you all. Please stay safe.
Bye.
I just posted a link to the YouTube channel with these episodes for the previous weeks in the Discord. I'm sorry, on there, and you can find the VOD for this video will be up in the next few days, assuming everything is okay. Love you
Okay.
all. Talk to you later.